Well, hello, everyone. Welcome once again to a great lunch and learn bite size for your business growth. We have a great discussion ahead of you for so that if you can are in Irrigon or you have passed through Irrigon, you can of course learn more about great opportunities that are coming up. Today, we're going to resume a little bit more of a quick practical tips and discussions to fuel your next steps. I'm Laura Torres here, an SBDC advisor serving the Umatilla and Morrow counties. So thank you so much for watching. If you are watching this later on and you watch the replay, post this in the comments. Also, what kind of business do you have? And have you driven by Irrigon? Do you know Irrigon? We'd love to be able to connect with you directly. Today, I'm joined and honored by a great delighted to be honored to be joined by Aaron Palmquist, City Manager of Irrigon, who's here to talk a little bit more about what's going on in Irrigon for small businesses, but also any other opportunities that you need to know and how to get connected with and learn more about the city. So, Aaron, thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with us.
Thank you, Laura. This is exciting and an opportunity for not only us here and new platform, but also for the city of Erie. I'm glad to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you. And I know that you have a lot of great things going on out there in Irrigon. You are very busy. It was hard to secure a great time for us to have this great discussion. But would you please take a moment to introduce a little bit more yourself, your hobbies, what do you love to eat, what do you do in Irrigon besides work? So go ahead for those that are not familiar with you.
Well, there's a lot to say. I'm pushing 30 years in public municipal government. I also served simultaneously with over 40 years in the U.S. Army and Army Reserve and in leadership all the way up to the top non-commissioned officer enlisted position and traveled around the world doing that. But when I wasn't traveling for the military, I was doing stuff for the city in which I worked in various capacities, but always in the city administrator, manager position. You asked or mentioned that, what do I do for hobbies and in my spare time? Who has that? But to be honest, because I'm always looking forward and leaning forward. So I just want to focus on what we're looking at here in Irrigon. There's a lot. I come with a lot of vision, a lot of energy, have a great council. Over the last 12 and a half years, we've been looking at how we can improve and better the livability and sustainability for the city of Irrigon, not only today, but also in the years to come. And so we're doing a lot of that. We are very, very busy and excited about that. A couple of the big things that I enjoy doing is looking at ways to create avenues and opportunities for people to better themselves and to improve. And one of my mantras has been throughout my whole career is how to get to yes. There's still rules and regulations we have to follow, but let's look at what we can do and how we can make it not only following the rules and the process, but so that people can get what they need.
Absolutely. I love that. Thank you so much. And then certainly a lot of great things have been happening over in Irrigon. I know we see it when I drive by. It is such a pleasure to see how much you have grown from the local library all the way to your new building to all the way the other facilities. And then you have this great project coming up soon, which is the incubator, which it kind of ties in with us a little bit because we want to make sure that you get all these incredible entrepreneurs and like-minded individuals who are looking to start a business potentially could take advantage of this. But first, tell us, what is an incubator from your personal perspective, and how did this happen to be part of Irrigon?
Well, one of the things is so that we set aside first, Laura, is a misnomer that people look at and say an incubator. They're probably thinking along the line like something about chickens and all that. But it's let's look at the basic root of the word. An incubator is to help you grow. And in this realm, it's how to help business grow. So a couple, 3 years ago, we wrote a grant to the federal CDS, that's congressionally designated spending, better known as in the street language, it's earmark money. And we received some money And the Small Business Administration of the United States granted us some money. And so on 730, about midway through town on the south side, about 900 East 730, is the ground is being developed right now by a contractor called Tapany, and they are going to build a building that will have the capability, opportunity for small business startups of minorities, women, underprivileged uh, businesses that want to start somewhere. How did we get here? Is the city council has been looking at stuff, and we continue to explore other avenues. The first one is this is city property. It'll be city property and facility. But we looked at, and the council said we need to do the heavy lifting because a lot of people don't have the resources for the bricks and mortar, the structure to build a building, to buy a building, and so we're having it built so that we can keep the cost down for rent at a minimal cost. And and so it will have approximately three spaces. They're average about 1,200 square feet each. It'll have also a certified kitchen for the public to be able to rent and do other stuff in it. But some of the things that we've envisioned that hopefully will look at it, not just a business that would be something like a tax accounting or bookkeeper or lawyer's office, just generally office space. But we've looked at other things such as we're trying to at least stub it in so that there could be a hair salon, which Irrigon desperately needs some hair care and product stuff. So we're building the building. Then we're also putting a plea out here, hopefully, Laura, that people are listening, that they can inquire about that. We have not yet set up the policies and procedures for that. That will be coming soon. Council will be working on that. But the project is supposed to be, the shell is supposed to be done by the 1st of December. So that will be an opportunity for people to come in, start their business. According to US SBA, the plan is, or the goal, they should be moving on after they get their feet and get their sea legs per se in about 5 to 7 years, but we're not going to hold people to the fire. I think we need to help grow Irrigon. Right now, we've had a hair salon, a couple people look at it. We've had a couple others. I can't share those publicly, but they would benefit and help Irrigon grow needs of what are here. So that's it of an incubator. It's to start to grow people's business so that they could grow and go on somewhere else. I might add to that the city has been doing other stuff, and one of them we just signed a couple months ago, an economic opportunity analysis with a company out of that's done things in the region. And so we're going to look at that. We'll look at what kind of businesses do we need? Do we need more commercial? Do we need some more industrial? And they're going to look at that across, and they'll be contacting various stakeholders. And because we need to look at stuff. One of the key things that people in our community have been very vocal on and desirous is to, as an example, is a supermarket, or better known than we call them grocery stores. The incubator is not that facility. It's not big enough, but it could do some other stuff. And so we're building that framework, and we're excited about it. There's a whole lot of other things happening. I'd like to put a plug so it gives you some questions you can ask, Laura, is we also have, and there's spaces, there's total of 5 spaces, 3 others are vacant. We're looking for food truck vendors. And Laura, you and I have talked about that. And right now, the 2 are doing good, and we'd like to see that continue to meet the needs of those in our community and those that come to be our visitors as they come to visit in Irrigon or pass through.
Absolutely. Thank you. Sounds like you are really on track. The timeline to develop and start this is going very, it looks very prominent, very productive. And so this is really exciting to be able to be part of this and to watch your city really grow and foster all these great entrepreneurs, very out of the box thinkers who can bring the ideas and take advantage of this. Not only that, but also that the entire system has, is working on better practices to really improve the environment of your local community members. Now, outside of the incubator, how is the city also supporting? What other things do you guys do? And of course, the great gals over at the Chamber of Commerce got to invite them to come and do a talk like this about other future events that they're doing. But in general, like, licensing, perhaps trainings, other things that you guys do to make sure that those who are launching their business are a little bit more aware of the practical things that they need to know in order for to run business in Oregon.
Well, um, some might say that we're putting the cart in front of the horse. Well, we've got to get the heavy lift, and there is. That's why we're excited about Blue Mountain, the business administration that you guys are doing there, Laura, you and your team across here in Eastern Oregon. And so we're going to be looking at that. How do we help link people together so that they can learn some stuff? There's also a couple other venues and opportunities that Columbia Development Association does some training, and then there's some other ones that come out of Umatilla County, and they do help families and businesses to learn stuff such as how do you create a business plan? What's that look like? Is it going to cost me money? And I know we've had a couple sessions with Columbia Development Association, and Greg Smith has came in and taught, and very, very fruitful. So we're going to be looking at that, and we're going to look at what we can do in this incubator stuff. That'll be part of the process that we look at in the procedures. How do we help then grow people, teach people so they can learn, and then pass the baton on to somebody else. It's not about us right now. It's 20, 30 years down the road that we grow our community and strength.
Absolutely. I love that. And I'm so inspired to be able to be part of this project, at least by as a viewer to watch it and to grow with you guys as well. And to, of course, send it out there to our community. If you are a business owner, if you are from the area, what kind of business are you building, or what kind of business do you want to build? And is Irrigon the right place for you to do it? I don't know. Let's connect, and please drop it in the comments and tell us what is it that you want to build. The incubator has still 3 spaces available, so you may be able to also take one of those, explore the opportunities, uh, review the requirements for sure to make sure that you're a good fit. And then, of course, reach out if you need further support so we can definitely be able to help you and support you. Um, when you are looking, Aaron, back to the incubator topic, what is the deadline for anyone who may be interested in taking those extra spots for you to for the city to make the decision?
Well, what I would like now, even though Tapani, the contractor, they're doing the design build, they're building the shell. And we want to know, as an example, there's 3 spaces, approximately 1,200 square feet as each, as I mentioned. But somebody might want 2 of them, and then we've got to move a wall. We want to know what they want inside so we can look at that. We've reached out to our federal legislators to see if we can get some additional funding to help manage that internally, because it's basically right now it's going to be the resources is just for a shell. We need to finish that out, and how do we keep that cost down for those that are going to come in? So if somebody is interested in it, please freely get a hold of me. We'll walk through this. It's better to plan ahead, as you mentioned, Laura, not wait till the last minute because somebody might get there ahead of time. To be honest, one of the recommendation I'm going to make to the city council is once we get into that closer to the fall and looking at somebody that might be there, is to secure some contract, almost like some earnest money, so that somebody can say, yes, I'm really, I'm 70% here, but I want to put some money down so I can work through the process and it secures a space. We as a city want to look at that. I support that as a city manager. How do we get there? And because I don't want some spaces just sitting vacant once it's completed.
Yeah, and I have no doubt that you will fill them up for sure. You will get great applications and individuals interested in. But I want to remind those of you who are looking ahead to start a business or maybe already established business, go ahead and contact us at the SBDC so that we can also help you with your business plan. Make sure that you have projected, year, 2 years sort of a growth, so that then we can really match you up and say, hey, Aaron, this business looks like a great fit for what you're looking for. And then we can work together to ensure that you stay in business. And like Erin mentioned, you pass the baton when you are ready to move on and grow, and then somebody else can take over your spot. But for now, we really want you to identify what is the best business that could fit for this great initiative.
Yes.
Erin, about Irrigan, let's talk a little bit, shift gears a little bit more about what the city has fun stuff to offer. What is one fun fact that you can share about Irrigan that maybe others don't know yet?
Wow, there's a lot of stuff.
What attracted
Uh,
you to Irrigan? How did you end up in Irrigan to begin
yes,
with?
one of the big things it has been delayed because of some um, ground earth testing and all that they had to do. But so it'll probably happen. I was hoping it would happen this summer, mid to late summer, but it'll happen next year, and that's a splash park. So
Oh,
we received some money from state parks, and we're also saving up because it's coming in a little higher than what we anticipated. But it will be designed that it will be ADA accessible. It'll be down by our skate park in that area, in that compound area, and it's being designed so that it fits within the character of our community and our region. And so that will be going out to bid this fall in 2026 for finalization construction in 27. It's going to be an exciting opportunity for people to come along. I can say it's not going to be your typical splash park where you buy this stuff. You can go get the park equipment and just put it in. It will also be environmentally conscious, where it's going to reuse water, and it'll help generate, I should say, use power better. So it's going to recirculate that, keep it clean. But one of the key things that we're doing, which has taken us a while, is that it's going to have a design which is like a shower, water that comes down from above, and you go under it. That splash parks have. It will be designed and is being configured right now, like one of the pivots that are out in irrigation in the fields. So it's going to be exciting. It's one of a kind. Nobody's ever had it. And so we're looking forward to it. That's coming, folks. There's also more sidewalks and paving that we're looking at, so that people have safe places to walk as we're doing that too.
absolutely. And we love your library. It's such a great addition to the downtown area. So thank you so much for updating us on that. And this is a great call to action for some of you who are still exploring or thinking, or may watch this later on and think, well, why, this is Irrigan. Of course, this is a great opportunity because with the splash park and all these other great amenities, guess what? There's a lot of traffic and opportunity for you to grow your business. So let's go ahead now, Aaron, and wrap up a little bit more towards the end. We're concluding our time. I want to be mindful of your time. We spend quite a bit of time here trying to work things up. But for you to do a call to action to some of our viewers and others who might consider and be interested in this incubator, what would be the next steps that you can tell them to take in order for them to consider it for the near future? What will be our call to action? Sorry.
I would say a call to action. If you're interested or even you want information, please reach out to me. My email's out on the website, manager@ci.irrigan.or.us, and to inquire to see what kind of space. We do have some conceptual structure on the outside, what it looked like. But I would say if you're interested, please, please reach out, or if you know somebody that say this might be a good fit. It's going to be inexpensive for them to locate. I can tell you that Irrigan is a fast growing. When I came here 12 years ago, we were about 1,700 population. We're over 2,300 right now, 12 years later. So, and Irrigan is poised to grow. So if you have a business, I can also say that in this call, this action, one of the key things, it's a long 7:30. Anything in business, it's about
Okay, we're here.
but there's an opportunity.
Yeah, go
There's
ahead.
an opportunity there, even for those that are looking for housing. We have one developer that averages between 20 and 40 homes a year. That's moving pretty good, pretty rapidly, which means there needs to be other businesses come in to service those people and the individuals and provide the different opportunities that businesses bring to people.
Absolutely. And trying to maintain all the great services local so that we can enjoy it and grow into a beautiful community. Well, thank you so much for being with us today. Again, totally appreciate all of your time and commitment to growing your local city. We really appreciate you taking the time to come to give us a heads up and an update about this business incubator. And then, of course, how we can get involved and connecting directly with you. So, for those of you who are watching, please join us for the next Business Bites, quick practical tips to fuel your next business step and success. And please pay it forward. Share it with our community. Don't keep it to yourself. Connect with Aaron right after this is over and continue to explore what is best for you and for your next business.